Namaste, yogis, current and future yoga teachers. I have some questions that I've received and I want to give you some answers. How you get the most out of the virtual yoga event challenge. Why would you even sign up for something like this? Why it's going to help your business. I'm going to answer those questions and more. I'm so excited that I just love when people submit questions. It's like the best. Okay, because I'm a nerd and I like questions. Okay, so one of the teachers has talked to me about getting out of her shell and even stepping out, being taken seriously, how to actually show up on the scene. She's recently graduated from teacher training, and all of those things, like the traditional way that they taught us how to do it in the past, was to go and teach a class or a set of classes at a studio or a gym or somewhere online, and you teach and teach and teach and teach until you taught however long enough for you to feel good enough to, keep moving up the proverbial ladder. And yoga events, virtual yoga events, in-person yoga events, I'm going to teach you how to do virtual yoga events to prevent having to think about overhead and locations and bringing people and restrooms and all of those kind of things. We're going to start with virtual yoga events because that's the place to start. If you want to stand out, if you want to get out of your shell, if you want to show the community that you're really serious about this yoga thing and you're not just like, oh, I'm going to go be barefoot, and it's like for real thing, virtual yoga events is how you do it. And we are only a few days left from the challenge. It starts November 1st. So I'm giving you all this video so that you can get your butts into the virtual yoga event challenge. Okay, so, and if you want to be full-time, trust me, you can absolutely go and do it the way that I did if you want to, and teach thousands of hours. You can go and absolutely do it the way that I did it and teach 4 days a week. I started off teaching 4 days a week, 4 hours a week. And then I was like, oh, well, the more that I teach, the more money I make. So let me teach more. And I was teaching 20 classes a week at one point. And now you think, if I've worked 40 hours a week, 20 hours of teaching is, doable. Yeah, at first. At first it's doable. It is not a consistent, let me just tell you. If you want to make and stick long term, if you want to really show up, then you want to teach yoga events. Don't get me wrong. You can still teach however many times a week you want. If you want to teach 3 times a week, you want to teach 5, you want to teach 10 times a week, however often you want to teach, you can absolutely do that. You start with a virtual event so that you can get a group of people together and have people to tell about your classes. You can bring people in and give them all this value so they see what they're getting and then have them pay for your reoccurring classes. All right. What are the first steps, how to be successful in the challenge? There is a checklist that you will have that takes you step by step. It's like a syllabus, takes you step by step. Now, the reason why I didn't call this a yoga teacher event workshop is because I charge a lot of money for workshops, for training and such. And I wanted to give something to the community. I wanted to give back. I always hear yoga teachers talking about their struggles, and this is really my way to pay it forward, and all the people that I've learned from, all the hours that I spent trying to figure out the right way to go. This is the only time I'm ever offering this for free. Guaranteed. I've already been doing so much work. I'm just I love the people here so much, and I cannot do this for free. It's just not sustainable. So I highly doubt, until my team is around me and we got it going, if you don't get in this one for free, you miss out. The next one is going to be several $100s. Okay. All right. So you got a couple days to sign up for free. All right. So challenge. So if you're the type of person that hesitates on what you really want, that's common. You procrastinate. You're I don't know. I'm telling you, you have 4 days to get into this. 4 days. Get into it. Get into it. And like, let me tell you something. In this challenge, within this 4 days, we're going to start. We're going to have 5 days of intentional work. From day one, you're going to start mapping out what your event looks like. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. By the end of those 5 days, you'll have a plan down for what event you want to host, what audience you want to serve, what your event is going to look like. You're going to have the idea of how you can turn your passion into a profit, and you'll essentially be ready to take the next step. If that's doing it yourself, if that's finding someone that help you do all these different pieces, because there are a lot of different moving parts in events, that's what you'll have. You'll have that finished draft of your event. And if you don't have an idea, if you don't know, you're like, I don't know what type of event. I never thought about hosting an event before. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have 77 event ideas for you written down that you get for free. Whew, so much value. For free, you get 77 yoga event ideas, and you can get them when you join our Facebook group. So they live in the Facebook group. Get the ideas there. You'll also have a community of yoga teachers in the group. They're waiting to meet you. Like there's a post there where you can introduce yourself, and then you see all the people who are in different areas of the states. And hopefully we get some international people, and we're focusing in on the states. International people are welcome. We love people around the world. Okay, so you're gonna get a calendar of the dates of when we're going live. You're going to get a calendar of the dates of when we'll have different Q&As. You'll be able to do all of those things in the virtual yoga event Facebook group, okay? So they do say that in person is better. Like, that's the thing. Like, oh, okay, I want to do yoga, but I want to do yoga in person. I don't want to host a virtual event. Listen here. Let's start with something that's going to allow you the space to learn. Let's start with something virtual. Let's start with something that can give you a lot of learning without having the extra things to consider. Here is the starting place. Then, whenever you decide you're ready, you can take that and apply into other events. You can do events forever and ever using this same format that we develop with you. You can work on it and get to where you need to go. And that's simply like why you got to get in on this. If you're not in on this, if you are watching this video and you missed out on this, like, yo, I guarantee you, if there's another event or another challenge or a workshop, some type of business workshop going on, if you can get into it, get into it. If we're not sold out, get into it. Because every time we host things, we put immense value. Like, my goal is to over deliver, and I always get better. Whenever I do something, I improve. I look at it and I see how I can improve. So if you're watching this and it's past the time, it's like challenge already over, you just found this video, we still love you. And you have to go and check us out, see any of the links below, find and connect with me on Instagram, check it out and see when you can get into the next workshop. Because like, we're making like the goal is world peace through inner peace. So our intention is to create yoga teachers that have that excellence. Like, if y'all ever been to Atlanta, I've been to Atlanta. Atlanta reminded me with the Black excellence. It really reminded me of Martinique. And those people there, they walk differently. They hold their heads up. They have this confidence that comes with being surrounded by Black excellence, knowing successful people and seeing that it's achievable. When you come into this group and you're surrounded by yoga teachers who are successful, yoga teachers like myself who made 6 figures in less than a year, yoga teachers who are excited to see you, yoga teachers who look like you, yoga teachers who talk about and prioritize the things that you talk about and prioritize. That is the type of community that I love. That's the type of tribe that I create. So you're welcome to join us. We on this train, y'all. If you want to hop in on the train with us, Let's go. Let's go. Get your ticket. And like I said, for the next 4 days, your ticket is free to join this virtual yoga event group. I'm Alicia, and I am so excited to do this. I'm also based in Houston, so if you're in Houston and you see any events that I'm hosting, that's a great way to meet me. I love to meet people at events. I love hugs. So please do meet me in Houston if you're in Houston, and I will see you in the next video.